Welcome to video 5. In video 5, now we've gone through the basics. I'm going to show you how to create a text-based design from scratch. This design now, when we're done creating it, we'll show you how to transfer them onto mockups. So let's, without wasting much of your time, we'll just go straight right to it. So come to File, New, the standard 4500 pixel by 5400 pixel. Click on OK. So now we'll go to our text tool. So for this, we're going to say win. So it's going to say win. I want to make sure that is on a different layer. So it's going to be win all the. So I'll click on this again. So as you can see, it says win all the. So I'll come to text again, text to the T all the time. Win all the time, stay. So for every time I click on this, it's gonna create them on different layers, as you can see. Then I'll go back and say stay positive. So now that we have those trees on different layer. So now we'll just arrange it just the way we want them. So for this, we'll just move it. So now remember the way I told you to create shapes. So we're going to create a shape for this, but before then we're going to make it bigger. How do we make it bigger? We'll click on Ctrl T. It highlights this. Then you hover your mouse to this edge. Once you're done hovering your mouse to this edge, you're going to click on your three buttons, your Alt key button, your Shift key button, your left mouse click button, and drag outwards. So now you see we've made it bigger. So remove your mouse from your left mouse click button and your Alt 2 button and press enter on your keyboard. So now you see we have that. So now for this remaining, we're just gonna arrange them the way we want them. Just arrange them. So when we click on it, we'll just hover the mouse to it and just click. So now you see this is a design which you want to do. You see this kind of design is very creative. People will like it. So just say win. Just try and move it to match this. Win all the time. So you see for this time, remember this is the time here. If you don't want to always come back here to click on it, you can just hover your mouse on this and you right click and you click on time. So now you can move that with your left mouse button, your right, your arrow down, arrow up button. Even you're pressing on your left mouse click button and dragging your mouse, you can just move this. So now this says win all the time. So now you can just position it somewhere. So now you have win all the time. You can just make that bigger. So I want to group these three layers. Remember the way I told you how to group the three layers or more layers. So now we already have the time click. So just press on your control button and click on all the and win. So now we have these three layers highlighted. So we're just going to do Ctrl G. So now that we've grouped that, we can move these three together by pressing on our left mouse click button and moving our mouse. We can move these three together and we can turn it off and on. So now we have that. So we just highlight the three of them, Ctrl T to highlight the three of them, and we can move it left, turn it. So you can see it has the curved arrow now. If I click on this part, it has a straight arrow. If I click on this, it has the curved arrow. So if I click on this or this, so now I can move this and just make sure it meets with that. So we have it that way, and we'll just use our down arrow on our keyboard, and just put it there. So now it says win all the time, but to some of you, you say it's already too small, no one will be able to see it. So now what do? We do Control T to highlight that. Then you over your mouse to this edge where you see these two arrows pointing in different directions, and you press down 3 buttons: your Alt key button, your Shift key button, and your left mouse click button, and you drag outwards. Now you have it bigger and you can see it clearly. Just move your mouse from your left mouse button and your other 2 buttons, press enter. So now you have that just where you want it. So using your down arrow on your keyboard, you can just join it in again, and now you have it. You have your text-based or typography t-shirt design. These t-shirt designs are super easy to do, they are not complicated. So remember what I told you in the beginning. As you can see, this layer is locked, so I can't turn that off, but I can turn that off now because I have these designs on it. But at the beginning, if you don't have it, you just double tap and you press OK. Now you can put off this layer. So now we go to File and save this. So to save this, you go to File, Save As, Pictures, and I'll do win all the time, stay positive. For Skillshare, so now you always want to save it as Photoshop. You want to save it as Photoshop PSD. That's the first, so that you can come back and change the color in the future if you need to change the color. So you save it as Photoshop PSD. Or when you have done that, make sure you always go back to cross check. So I'll open Pictures, a new tab. So win. So we should look for win all the time. Win all the time. This is it. So we've not saved it as the picture which we want to save it as. So we'll come back to File, Save As, and now we want to save it as PNG. Take note, you always want to save it as PNG because you don't want the white background in it. So you save it as PNG and click on Save. This is small, slow, none. You click on OK. As you can see, it's saving here. Now you have that all saved. Then you go back to Pictures and it should appear. As you can see, now we have that. So now you can transfer this to your printer. If you already have a print or you want to take it to your printing press, you can take your design now to your printing press and just tell them you want it on your shirt, depending on the style. Just get creative. You can search online on Pinterest for different styles of typography t-shirt and just design something similar. Or if you want to follow my pattern, just get creative and your t-shirt design should be ready in no time. So with that, I'll see you on the next video where I show you how to design a graphics only t-shirt design. No typography, no text based, just graphics only t-shirt design. So I will show you in the next video. Stay blessed.